Welcome back, folks, to another journey episode. This is my journey series. We're going to be doing a bit of exploring at the moment. Darn this rain. You may or may not remember how many episodes ago was it? I can't mind. It was back in 1.3. But we went exploring around the mushroom biome that we had found, and we managed to find, with the help of admins obviously, we managed to find some newer biomes, some of the new generation. We found jungles, we found the Coltagias, the new extreme hill biomes, and that was cool and all, but it wasn't very accessible. So we're going to see if we can find some of these newer biomes that are more accessible. Plus we've also got to find some emerald ore for our museum. So that's what we're going to do now. As you can see, we are using the rail track we built last episode. Very, very basic. Yes, I agree. But it does the job. It gets us from A to B using as few resources and taking as little effort as possible. Making use of the old sky road, putting it to good use, because obviously we don't have the luxury of being able to use the H road anymore. I could actually build another rail track and send it all the way down to our mansion and all that. That might be quite cool. Anyway, we are going this way because admins basically said there was new chunks, or not new chunks, but there was actual land in this area. So we're going to go and check it out. I don't have admins open. I may open admins at some point throughout this episode, but for now we are going to make the journey unaided. So it'll be interesting to see what we can find. If I remember rightly, there is... I'm not sure if it's a large continent. I don't think it was as large as the continent that we were exploring previously, but I'm hoping that we will come across something of interest. But especially, we need extreme hills. Jungles, we don't really need a jungle. Admin said there was villages there. So I've brought my ender chest, which has 12 emeralds in it. And hopefully it's got a fortune pick in it. I should probably just double check. Yeah, it's got a fortune pick. So we can, if need be, go and pick up the emeralds from caves in order to trade more. I would like to trade, but I'm not that bothered, honestly. Like, trading is just another it's a trifle thing in the... Is that the right word, trifle? Trivial. It's a trivial thing. No, trifle is something you eat. It's a trivial thing in the context of the series. Be good to try, but I don't think we're going to make use of it. I have been making a lot of use of it in my journal world lately. But here we are. We are at the border of the chunks. Now we have come here before. You may remember that we came in this direction when we were looking for our first stronghold. None of that terrain is here because of course I loaded a backup. And would you believe I've actually forgot? Oh look, there it is. Oh, that's nice and easy. Right over there. That's excellent. Don't know what happened to this generation, but something funky happened. I just remembered we've got ender pearls, so we should probably make some use of them. Let's see if we can make that desert island over there. Close, but no cigar. So, we found ourselves a nice jungle biome. That's more older terrain there. I'm not sure if this is the only biome or the only terrain. I don't think it is. But we need to go and see if we can find extreme hills and everything like that. It might just be a jungle island. I think it was more south, the biomes. So we're going to go and check it out. Of course, no parrots in this version, or melons, so those are luxuries that can only be afforded to people who play in more modern updates, or pandas for that matter. Oh my gosh, we might even see a supercharged creeper. How cool would that be? There's sheep. Make a mental note of that, folks, because we will need a sheep for our museum thing. 1.1 exhibit. We might have to get a bed and sleep. Right, come on. Load a wee bit quicker, please. He's taking its sweet time. Let's chase a cat, chase a cat, chase a cat. Oh, cat doesn't want to run anymore. Ha, you're cornered. Mwahahaha. I'm really the evil emperor here. Alright, let's just leave that cat alone. I know that I have some people that are cat lovers in my that view my videos, so I respect cats. To be honest, I'm not really. I wouldn't say I'm a cat lover. I respect them. Do I prefer them to dogs? I don't know. I see dogs and cats on equal measure. Oh dear. Got a bit of a skeleton problem. We have found more of the jungle. Yeah, dogs and cats, I'm pretty much equal. I wouldn't say I prefer one or the other. Cats are cool because you don't. Well, in my experience, you don't need to bother with them much. That they just go out and do their thing. Not sure if there's any temples either, but I mean, at the end of the day, well, they might have emeralds, and the only thing I would want a temple for is emeralds. Oh, is it stopped raining? That's very convenient, especially at this time of night when the mobs will be out. I really do like the jungle biomes. In terms of aesthetics, they're probably one of my favourite. And of course, back in the day, back when they came out, they were unique in the sense that they had the undergrowth here, they had the shrubbery or whatever you call it, the vegetation on the floor. Oh, extreme hills. So this is an extreme hills biome, despite the fact there's no extreme hills around. Whoa. Let's get rid of these guys. Thankfully I've got my my knockback sword. Yeah, so extreme hills or not, as the case may be. Look at that tree. It's like half in, half out. Make up your mind. Are you in or are you out? It almost seems like this biome should be Extreme Hills Edge or something of that ilk. Right, we're going to have a quick peek. While it is night time, we're going to have a quick peek in the caves to see if there's any emeralds we can take advantage of. I'm hopeful, but I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm confident. I think emeralds can spawn at. I think they can spawn at any level. I don't remember. Should we dig down? I didn't bring much for caving. I didn't even bring any logs, so we're going to be caving in the dark for the most part. But yeah, we're just looking for emerald ore, possibly some villagers. Yeah, villagers in villages, obviously. We can crank our sounds. There's no rain anymore. No minecart sounds. Hey, here we go. So we are still in the extreme hills, but there does happen to be a lot of mobs, possibly because of the lack of land up top. Whoa! I didn't realise he had an iron sword. I don't think it would have done all that much. Did you see how badly I got shredded in the episode where I died to the pigman who had my short 5? That was incredible just how much I got shredded. The knockback's actually very useful because they're not going to explode like immediately next to you. Right, where are ye emeralds? We still in the extreme hills? Yes, we are. This cave completely encompasses. Oh, there we go. No, don't explode the emeralds. I'm going to turn my sounds down just in case one of these guys decides to explode. And there we go. We got 1 emerald ore. That is the bare minimum. The bare minimum of resources. The bare minimum of with regards to the reason for why I came out here. Besides just to have a look around and explore and all that. Not done. I don't think I've done too much exploring lately. Oh no. Oh, that was close. There's more emeralds. Oh, you got shot. No. Is the emerald fine? The emerald is fine. Skeleton was well protected from the blast, it seems. We still here? Yep, we're still here. Still in emerald territory. I'll have a look about the cave, see if I can find any more, and then we might go to the surface and see if we can find a village. I guess a village is next on the agenda. So we got a rising sun here. I managed to get myself 5 emerald ore, which will obviously be useful when we come across the village. Or villages. I think there might be two, although here's the thing. If you remember last episode, or not last episode, but the last time we went exploring, I was having issues because I kept looking for villages. I mean, to be honest, I never really edited it that well in the footage, but I was having a look for villages and they weren't generating. Now you got to keep in mind that the version of Admins I'm using is for 1.6 and I'm currently playing in 1.4. Maybe villages were less common. I've got a feeling they were. However, I looked at the patch notes and there was nothing to confirm or deny this. I mean, it could be like the whole 1.8 ores being more common than in 1.7, but the patch note's not saying anything. So, yeah, it could be one of those. But the point is, we may not find any villages or villagers to go with these villages. But we'll have a look. We'll have a look nonetheless and see what we can find. I thought that was some cool valley there, but it was just a bally chunk that hadn't been loaded. Oh look, an apple fallen from a tree. How wonderful. Apple Rise. I'm going to have to upload this on Apple Rise now, which means I'll be waiting for about 6 months. Anyway, now moving on. So we're going to go to negative 1.5, 304. Which is basically across here. Across this river and then away in that direction. The land is loading incredibly slowly, as you can tell. It's not fun, but you know, that's part of the parcel of playing in older versions. It's a bit like, I think 1.14 was like this when it first came out. It was a wee bit slow, a wee bit on the slow side. There's a lot of extreme hills, actually, more than I thought there was originally. I'm interested, do mobs have a hitbox? The mobs don't really, or collision box, they don't really, do they? I mean, you can budge them around and all that, but yeah. I'm not sure if that was the case. I don't think that was the case in 1.3. But if you remember, mobs and players and all that didn't have a collision box for the longest of times, and then it was re-added in 1.9, and it was a case of everyone was like, oh, why'd you take it out in the first place? But they were like, well, we didn't mean to. So this must have been one of those versions where there was no collision box, and that was true for 1.7 and 1.8 as well, two of the biggest, longest versions the game had. Right, we're coming to the 304 part. We just need to go that way for a bit of a distance, and then we'll come across a jungle temple, and then we'll continue to head north. I see there's the direction now, by the way, in the F3 screen up here. North, south, east and west, which is obviously more useful than looking at the numbers and having to remember what each number means. There we go. Let's see what this has got in it. Could have landed in a more convenient place, but I'm not complaining. Oh, let's see if we can get bones actually. Do I have bones? I do have bones. We might try and take sheep back to our base. That's one of the things now, you can take sheep and other mobs into portals, so it's like, you know, it's easier to transport them. You don't have to carry them over a full distance. Is that it? Hey! I can do it off by heart now. Hey! We got Respiration 3, not bad. I'm pretty sure I've already got it. Oh, I had it on one of my helmets, I had Respiration 3. Right, here we go. We got 2 gold as well. Ooh, I like how the dispensers are aligned for this block, so you got to go on this side if you want to escape it. There we go. We should actually take the arrows. Oh, there's only 2. There's not many, is there? Right, no emeralds unfortunately, but we did get bones, and we'll get seeds hopefully that we can grow wheat with to lure the sheep back to our base. Oh yeah, I should take this opportunity to point out that we've got the big trees here, and that is their sideways log look that I've not seen in this world before. Well, I might have, I've just not acknowledged it. We've got more sheep here. There's plenty of sheep around that we can take back to base. I don't know what the nearest biome is to my current base area, my alpha base. But we'll have to, yeah, we'll have to try and figure that out. Heard a few mobs there. I actually found a villager zombie in my city. Oh, look, there is. Yeah, in my city there was a villager zombie. Unfortunately, I didn't have any potions or golden apples on hand to transform them, but it's all good. We found a village here. We do have a blacksmith. Might as well look at what's in the chest, why not? More gold, pickaxe. We'll take the iron. Right. Come on, chaps, what you got? So these are the old trades. They're locked from the very start. You only get the choice of one. We could get an iron axe for 6 emeralds. Hashtag ripoff. Right, what's this guy got? Chicken for emeralds. Anyone in here? Look at what this guy's growing out in his backyard. Not very nice. Right. Is there a... Oh, yeah, look at this. Sorry about that, mate. So we get glass for 1 emerald. That's all. That almost seems like it's worth it. Right, do me a favour, mate, and don't escape. You can't pick block with that. So yeah, this guy can't leave. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll leave 1 ore in there. Oh wait, that's diamonds. Oh, that was close. We'll leave 1 ore in there. Bring out our fortune pick. And we'll pick up some of these and we'll see what this guy has to offer. I can't remember if they had book trades. Look at that, look how many emeralds we got. Right, I can't remember if they had book trades back in 1.4. They might have, but this is a librarian, obviously. Although it doesn't actually have his profession up here, it just says villager. That's what it used to say. Ooh, written book. I think this is where the end of the line is. We need a... How do we get a written book? We need to get... Oh, we've got books here, so we could just like... Oh. Yeah, that's the value of having silk touch. We just need a feather now. We just need a feather and ink sac. Tell you what, chap, I might be able to get you a written book. Right, let's go and see if we can find chickens. We've got plenty of sheep here, which is good. First witch hut, not witch hunt. Although we are kind of on a witch hunt, because we're going to see if this witch hut has a witch in it. Doubt it. We could come back at night. It would actually be a decent place to build a witch farm, because there is a lot of water around. I mean, sure, you'll have to clear a wee bit out, but not too much. Last witch farm I built was in on the RSG server, I believe. And it worked. It worked fairly well. I feel like there was a patch that nerfed witch farms though, and I'm not talking about the one that prevented you from doing the whole floorboard moving trick to get them to fall. I mean, after that, I feel like there was a nerf, but I can't mind what it was. There's a zombie villager right there, right behind me. Oh, there's some chickens. Yeah, I was retracing my steps so I could get some. So this will be our first written book. No, that's a big deal, but we just need to write something in it. Oh yeah, we need to write something. We'll type. There we go. If you can figure out what that says, then well done. Secret code. There we go. So the villager won't understand what we really think. Let's get a few more feathers. I like how we're having to hunt for feathers and we've got loads back at base, one of our bases. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Having a base and having multiple bases has been very, very, I would say complicated, but just a bit of a slog at times, having to move stuff from base to base. But because like we went from our alpha base to our beta base, then beta to 1.8, and now we've kind of got to a point where we've gone back to our alpha base, although we do kind of use all the bases at various points. It's very weird like that, but there you go. Right, we need to return to the village. Unfortunately, it is night time. It's just about to turn midnight. Oh, there might be a zombie siege. Well, there's the village. Doesn't seem to be a siege. I think it's just past midnight anyway. So, we're all good. There's a villager guy standing way off in the distance. And there's a spider attacking a sheep. Alright, well the spider's given up on the sheep and is going after me. There's not really... Oh, there's like... Oh no. You stupid thing. Here, yeah, you... Oh, what? Oh no. Quick, get in there. Okay, they're all in. They're all in. I think we've got basically every single villager in the one house. Alright, just kind of stay in there, please. Right. Thing is, I want to be in that house too. So I see the creeper blew up the library as well. I don't think there's any more. There was like 5 villagers. That seems a wee bit too extreme for this kind of village, but whatever. Right, baby zombies don't exist, but skeletons do, and I'm worried one might come and shoot through the window. There's a torch here. There's 2 torches. There's basically no light being emitted. Nice effect though, you gotta admit. Get a screenshot of that. There we go, right. Let's put down our ender chest here. Oh look! Was that window? I think it might have been. Let's try and move this guy out of the way. Alright, whatever. Right, this better be worth it. Trade for an emerald. He looks like he's opened another trade. Paper. Can we just get away with buying some more glass, maybe? No, we need to give him paper. 25 paper. I think we've reached the end of the road. Rats. Anyway, that was fun while it lasted. Oh, 18 wheat. Right, I think what we're going to do is craft a fishing rod and try and bring a sheep home that way, because I'm sorry, but there's no way on earth we're going to be able to somehow get a sheep across 1 kilometre of ocean. I mean, we could try, but I just don't think they'll follow me. Yeah, let's go and punch a tree down. And we'll make a garden tool. Stupid thing. Right, I'll make a garden tool and then we'll grow some wheat. And we'll try that. If that doesn't work, then yeah, fishing rod's the next best thing. Right, there we go. Grow that. I thought this was the patch where you had to use multiple bone meal for growing stuff, but maybe that's a lighter one. This is our... Oh wait, there's a sheep that's already down there. Okay, I could do with a wee bit more string maybe. My fishing rods are probably going to break a lot. Right, here we go. Let's get rid of the creeper. Right. Oh man, we've got to do a better job. Right, here we go. This thing is, animals don't really travel well in water. So I'm going to travel here. Oh, it does actually. It does, you know. Alright, so we're going to travel for about 1,000 blocks this way with a sheep. Has a sheep given up? Nope. If this gets annoying, I'm going to switch to using a rod. Hopefully the sheep is strong enough to last the distance. So update on my travels. I've just crossed about 700 blocks worth of ocean with the sheep. I had to shear it though because it turned night and I don't want to go on land in the night while there are mobs there. So just going to have to do the whole sleep thing. But the good news is we have made it over the worst part of the ocean, and now all that's left is to get the sheep onto land here. Where is here, I hear you ask? Well, you can see the jungle biome over there, which implies we're fairly close to where we started. It's probably best to take the sheep around that way, because currently, well, let's break the bed because I don't want to spawn back here if I die, or go through the end. Yeah, it's probably better to go around that way to avoid the hills close to my base. But yeah, I will update you further once we have reached home. Come on, get interested again. There we go. Hopefully the sheep will stop to eat grass at some point. Because that's the whole point of this, you know. That's the whole point of taking it to the museum, is to show that sheep can now eat grass. Alright, we finally made it all the way to our museum here. I'm going to take a chance and I'm going to leave this guy here for the moment as I go and get some more grass. Actually, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to expand this room a wee bit more. Hopefully there's nothing in here that can kill the guy. Right, so yeah, let's just spend some time expanding this room. I think I'm going to get rid of that as well. Let's add it to the middle of said future room. And yeah, let's just finish digging it all out. We're going to need... Oh, actually, we've already got glass. Thanks to the... Oops. Thanks to the villager. Thanks to our trading deals. Right. Now I need to go and get some grass. I need dig grass. I'm just going to get it out from outside. I'm that lazy. I don't have a large stash of grass I can obtain whenever I want. So that was... I don't know how long it took me. I think it took me maybe somewhere in the region of about 35-40 minutes. Don't think it was as long as an hour, but you know, it was difficult enough. I'll just get it from down here. Get the grass from here. Is that it? What should we chuck out? What do we not need? Yeah, there we go. Dig grass. That is the main thing. Now I doubt the sheep will eat it all, so yeah, we'll just lob the sheep in with the grass and be done with it. Do we need a sign as well, right? So I should probably go and get that. Do you want to go to your new home? Your new home, which is right over here? Oh, he's fighting. Alright, clearly not interested. Let's get the grass out. Just chuck all that down. And then... boom, there you go. Right, do you want to go in there? I'm just kidding, you don't have a choice. I've been waiting for a sheep for so long. Right, should we make it glass panes or just... nah, let's just do regular grass. Hey! I'm not actually sure, does... Yeah, I thought we could do regular glass. It's a bit of a tongue twister. I hope you agree. Right. We'll do it the proper way this time. he thought about it for a moment there. I was like, do I really want to go in there? Right. Boom. Actually, I can't get through a too high block, so we can just leave it open entirely. Right, I'm going to go get a sign. Oh yeah, I just remembered, we've got our emerald ore now, so we can definitely use that. Just going to get rid of other stuff we don't need. We've already got signs, so that's a good thing. Cool. Right, so we'll add the emerald as well into the 1.2 area. Was it 1.2? No, 1.3. 1.3 for emerald ore. Right. Wool regrowth. How about... There we go. Sheep can grow back their wool. I was second guessing myself with the word regrow, so I decided just to change it completely. So hopefully we'll see that in action shortly. But yeah, that should do it for this episode of our Let's Play. Oh, that's mossy. Emerald ore goes right there, and that should be that finished. So, thank you very much. Oh, yeah, tripwire. Thank you very much for checking it out. It was fun exploring, but obviously there is a sense of, well, what did we really accomplish? I mean, we did a bit of trading. We got 2 items for our museum. That was about it, really. But maybe that's all we needed to do. Anyway, I'll see you next time.